morning, Frank. How are you? Hope you're doing good. I'm out doing a little cleanup this morning. We got a winter storm warning until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So another 24 hours of this. Snow's real light. It's just nothing but a nuisance snow right now. I was planning on starting at about 5:30 this morning, but it rained last night till about midnight at the house, and it finally switched over. From what I see, it looks like this is really, I hope, going to be a bust. So I'm going to go live now till Clay comes on. Minus 35. Wow. It's not that cold here. It's 28, I want to say, 28 degrees. And when I went to bed last night, I fell asleep about 9 o'clock. Hey, buddy. It was 39 degrees last night in my house, 39 Fahrenheit. So, kept the snow down. It's supposed to get colder though later around here, but not that cold, but like down to 18, 15. That'll make the snow a lot lighter and fluffy. I haven't been out of the truck yet to do no shoveling, so I don't know if how heavy the snow actually is today. I brushed the truck off, it seemed pretty light. I'm on my way to my sister's house to pick her up. She's off on Thursday, so she's going to come and be my extra set of eyes, so I don't back into nobody or nobody backs into me. And she also cuts grass with me one day a week on Thursdays. That's her day off. She's off Sunday and Thursday from her job. She works at a deli at a supermarket, and she pretty much just comes along, keeps me company. And as for grass-wise, she just does some raking for me and some blowing, just easy stuff. But makes my job a little bit easier, so I'm happy. Definitely happy. Then when my wife's on vacation, she works for the county where we live, Erie County, New York. She's been there for 30 years at the same job, the hospital, and she gets 8 weeks of vacation. So a lot of times you see her with me, because if she's off, we'll get together and get all the stuff done. Not necessarily she don't snow shovel really unless she absolutely has to, but she's real good at cutting grass. She could do everything, work the commercial mowers, trim, but I pretty much do all the trimming. My whole life I trimmed, and I believe that trimming makes the job, so I trim all the houses. I make it look nice. I could use my weed whacker. I could put a nice edge on the sidewalk so it looks total professional, but like I said, I think the trimming is the most important part of a grass cutting job. So I do that. And usually if you work for anybody or start working for somebody, they shift that job right onto you to do the weed whack, because nobody wants to weed whack. You'd rather sit on the lawnmower and daydream. So I'm going to go out today from 10:30 till about 2. Take a break. Good morning. Take a break and then go back out from 4 to maybe 7 or 8, and then go home and go to sleep for the night. And also start over tomorrow morning at about 5 o'clock, and hopefully it'll be done. Not a fan of the long dragged out snows, but this, like I said, this is real light. This is more of a nuisance snow. If it was up to me, I wouldn't go, but a lot of people I do work for are seniors, and they think 1 inch of snow is like a foot of snow. Or they also think that if there's like 2 or 3 inches of snow that they can't get out of their driveway and they're stuck home, though they got nowhere to go, but it just bothers them looking out the window. But that's part of the game. It makes it fun. Got to keep them happy to keep the money coming in. This is my bread and butter job. It pays the bills, it pays the horses. It pays for my crypto stuff. That was pretty funny. I don't know if you could hear it right now, if you're still listening. I don't know if you caught that on your chat yesterday. Somebody put down that the MOAS was going to start in the spring of 2030. I enrolled in the last class for my... Yeah, I heard you did that. And I heard you passed your exam on Saturday. It's great. But you know what? If we could cash it on all them stocks, you're not going to have to work. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm not hoping to get rich, but I'm hoping to get out of the snowplowing gig. Every year I keep telling myself it's my last year for snowplowing. And unfortunately, I make pretty good money at it. Besides being aggravating, it's really not that bad. You know. And now it's 10:45 in the morning over here, so there should be really no traffic and everybody be at school. The only thing that might suck a little bit today is if I got any people that didn't bring their garbage cans in. Even though it's no big deal, it just makes it a little aggravating because I got to jump out of the truck and move them. But you can't have everything. So I'm at my sister's house right now, waiting on her to come out. I don't know. I'm hoping to make some money out of it. Who knows, though? Nobody knows. I think that maybe just the market maker's going to make the money somehow and short the poor retail guy. I hope not, but I got 50 of them, 50. So that's not a lot, but maybe I can make, 20,000, maybe 15,000. I have no idea where it's going to go, but with my luck, it might go down to $20 a share. I get $1,000, but you gotta be in the game if you want to try to win. Oh, I'm back. I'll take those. Oh, thank you. You're back for a second. Chelsea didn't go to work today then?
No. Were you just starting now?
Yeah, because it only snowed about an inch when I left this morning, maybe an inch and a half. I'm gonna move this. That's good, leave it there, it's fine.
What?
I'm just gonna throw it on the ground.
Huh?
Throw this on the ground. Yeah, the waiter's popping if you want anything.
I got water and I brought 2 towels for the windows.
There's water here. Must have leaked. I don't know if I dragged it. I pushed it out of the way, yeah. Frank, if you could hear me, send me a message so I could tell you a quick story about hydraulic fluid from yesterday you were talking about. Okay, that sounds good. Anyways, I'll tell you a quick story. You were talking about the hydraulic fluid yesterday leak you had to deal with. And an older customer and his wife, they were super, super nitpicky. They had a nice, clean driveway. They lived on a pretty busy street, so it was such a pain in the butt to take care of them. They had to try to back in the driveway, and their driveway was like the whitest white drive I've ever seen. So they were super, super picky. They want everything perfect. So I would make sure, like at their house in the morning, I'd put no gas in the trimmer. If I started their first thing, no gas, no oil, no nothing. They didn't check nothing at the first house. If they were first on the list, because I didn't want to drop nothing in their driveway and leak. So they had like a small, like a 30-foot ornamental red maple tree in the front. So they hired a tree service because they wanted to cut down. They asked me if they wanted to do it, and I said no thanks, it was too big. So they hired this tree service, and they had their boom out, and the hydraulic hose broke, and it leaked all the shit onto the side of sprayed on the front of the house. They were so mad with the hydraulic leak on there they had. It was crazy. The company came back like 3 times to power wash it, but it didn't take care of it. So I don't know whatever happened with the end of that story, but that was pretty amazing how it stained it up so much.
Oh, shit.
Get that over there and spin back around. AMC homes. Yeah, I bought a couple more yesterday. Paid $15.49 right at the end of the day. They were down this morning. Sometimes I'll put on in the morning for a couple minutes. That AMKC guy. Or if I'm being lazy and don't want to check the computer, it's called Bulldog Trades. They got a pretty nice little setup with all the prices on the screen. But I don't listen to the Bulldog guys at all. I just use it for something in the background. So I got a pretty busy morning. Usually I watch them, AMKC, and I'll watch the Bulldog guy for a couple minutes, and I'll put the Keenan on. I don't know if you ever watch Keenan. Keenan Grace is pretty good. I started watching him, and that's how I got Clay to pop up on my things to consider watching. So then I go from him to Clay to you, back to Clay. And then it's a hectic day. It's like work. Too much work. And once the weather breaks, I'll be able to make some videos around the house and that and doing stuff. Haven't been doing too much. I tore something on my shoulder, and it's been almost 3 months now, and it still isn't healing that great. So I try not to do too much lifting anymore of anything. I think it's real sore. So that pretty much put a kibosh on doing videos like with the firewood and that. I'm trying to think where we're at now. Never move these friggin' cars.
It's okay. What?
Hopefully it's a bust. Keeps snowing like this all day, so it happens about an inch.
They said it's supposed to get heavier this afternoon. Gas is $3.55 a gallon?
$3.60.
Holy shit.
What do you say? I never checked out TMI. I gotta, from your stream yesterday, I gotta listen to replay it and get that guy's name with all those stocks, the 12 stocks. Check it out. Try to gather all the information I can and make the best decision. I lost train of thought for a second. I was looking at that plow guy. YouTube, I have 70 subs. Yeah, I don't Twitter at all. I don't do none of that stuff really. I never did any of the chats either until I started. I watched Clay a couple times on my little computer at the kitchen table, and I started reading the chats, and they were pretty funny. So that's the guy I'm interested in that. But all the time, all the years up until say Christmas time, I always watch them on my big screen TV, so they never had the chats on that. The chats are actually more funny than actually what they're usually talking about, because sometimes, you know, somebody will say something weird or stupid and people jump on and throw their comments in, and next thing you know, we're supposed to be talking about stocks, and next thing you know, we're talking about flat tires. So it's pretty funny. And getting subs and all that, man, it's just about impossible. Although my friend Marty, who calls you Ted Nugent, and eggplants, yep. But my friend Marty always tells me, because I met him back in '95, he sold me an equipment trailer. That's how I met him. And he's a mechanic. He can fix anything. He's actually a certified airplane mechanic. He's pretty knowledgeable to fix the stuff. He could read charts and everything, and wiring diagrams. That, man, I look at him, I just like, wow. He's very, very knowledgeable. Self-employed. But he said I should get some young ladies in two-piece bikinis to cut grass with me and take pictures of them. He said you'd get 1 million subscribers. So
It's okay, man.
I'm not clickbait, so. And if my wife saw me with other girls cutting grass like that, she'd be pretty mad. I guess unless I was making a ton of money, then she probably wouldn't be mad. I'm not sure on that. But yeah, so like I said, I don't Twitter, I don't do none of that stuff. TikTok, none of it. I usually just do what I gotta do.
It's okay, my way.
Go home, take care of my horses. Or in the wintertime, if there's nothing going on, I do the horses in the morning, clean them up. And then I just go home and have a beverage or two in the evening and watch TV and don't want to be bothered. I figure the less I know, the better off I am. So, back to the Marty, he said that he can't believe that people actually come to my YouTube channel to learn how to do stuff. So I told him, I said, it's no big deal that I don't know how to do stuff. I said, they're just looking for a little knowledge, possibly, or a pointer or two on how to do something. So he thinks it's pretty funny. I don't know. I just did the YouTube just for something to do. I would like to make some money off of it if possible, but I really don't know. I mean, it's unless you do something like stupid or something, then they could get tons of people to follow you, and I don't know. I guess I'm old, so I tried many ideas, and I don't know. Can we make a living off YouTube? I'm not sure, because if you think about it, like just say, look at Clay. He's got 73,000 subscribers. I'm not saying nothing bad, but he only gets like 100 to 200 during his live stream. So I would think that with all those people, you would get a lot more live people coming to follow. But I know I know time's tough to come by. I know people work and they can't get there and do stuff, but so I guess like right now I got this going.
Here comes a car. I lost my hat.
Oh. I'm back. Not sure if you're on still.
I lost my hat.
Your hat?
Yeah, I thought I brought a hat. I must have left it on the counter.
I don't think you did.
Maybe I left it on the counter.
You have to shovel that one. It's okay. I'm still young. I think I am young still. I don't
the person hear you talking?
Because he's got his computer on. He has a little screen on the side. Like, look at this. He's typing it on his computer. It's a, you know what I'm saying right there?
Yeah, but I mean, that thing can hear you talking? I mean...
Yeah, he can hear you talking too. Yeah, and he sees what's on the picture screen. Still, hey, we were talking yesterday, changed the subject real fast about them stocks with dividends. And you were talking about ExxonMobil. I don't have ExxonMobil, but probably maybe 10 years ago, I was a subcontractor for their outdoor grass cutting and landscaping and such. And they paid crazy money. They didn't even ask. They gave them a stupid price. They just said, what can you do it? So I would do it. Made a lot of scratch off them. It was a good company to do work for. They were real big on safety because of that oil tanker spill many years ago. And unfortunately, I did it for like 3 years, and then they sold out to the Buckeye Boys in Ohio. And then they decided that the people that worked there, because they had a lot of grass, it would take me, with myself and 2 other guys, it would take almost 4 hours to do it. And they were a really good company, and like I said, but they sold out to the Buckeye Boys, and then their guys would come in on a Saturday for extra overtime to cut the grass and do some basic weed whacking, nothing extra. And they would get like 8 or 10 hours of overtime, so that pushed me out of the picture. But they were good people, ExxonMobil. They had a green policy that if you were next to them, a business, and you made them look bad because they were in right off like the little river by us, and they had the big gasoline tankers. People would fill up their gas semis to take to the gas stations, load them up. So if they didn't like the way your property looked or nothing, they considered it to be part of the green impact. And I would go there and I would tidy up other people's like front of their businesses, and they would pay the bill just because they wanted it to look nice for the general public. And it was like in a pretty rundown neighborhood where it was at, industrial. So, but hey, if they wanted to pay, I was willing to do it. And they were good about it too, because they didn't expect you to drop everything on the spot and do it. You could give them a time when you're going to come back and get it done. So that was the best, because I hate that even nowadays, like if I'm cutting somebody's grass or something and they want their shrubs trimmed or something, I got a route that I do. I'm on time, my own time, and I just can't drop what I'm doing. And well, I could if I wanted to drop what I'm doing, but unless you're going to pay good, I'm not. I'll have to come back and make another day to get it done. But most people I take care of, I know what they need done. So I'm pretty much like for bush trimming and that, I'm on top of it. I'd rather do it, 2 or 3 times a season for an hour at a time instead of spending all day, because they only get it done every other year. We just want to get in and get out and collect a couple dollars. Trying to make everybody happy.
It's okay.
What you said about being your own boss is pretty nice. I've been my own boss since, I'd say, 1993, and I went to the School of Hard Knocks. I learned a lot, and many years I was undercharging doing stuff, because if you called me for an estimate and I wanted to get the job, even if it cost me money, I would still do it just to get the job, because I didn't want to hear you say no. But now that I've gotten older and realized that it's not worth doing anymore, I don't do it. I pass. Let somebody else do it. But as for customer wise, I don't do no advertising. It's all. I haven't advertised probably in 4 years now. I don't do nothing. No advertising whatsoever. It's all referral work, so I can charge an extra $1 or $2 a week. Well, yeah, being your own boss it's cool. I mean, I know a lot of people that are scared to be their own boss, but I'm not as scared to tell somebody no or tell them what I think, what they need, even though they don't want to hear it, or have them mad at me or possibly fire me because there's so much work at what I do. When I was younger, I used to drive all over looking and trying to get the houses that paid the most in different areas, but in my service, you just walk out the door and you can do whatever you want to do. You know, as long as you do a good job, don't rip them off, show up, do what you're supposed to do, there's a lot of money to be made. Because I used to watch, before I got into the cryptos and the stocks, I did the stocks way back when I had no money back in the day. But I used to watch all those guys cutting grass. Hey, Frank, if you're still there, what time are you going to do your show, you're thinking?
It's okay. Okay.
Okay, okay. 10 to 15 minutes after him? That's cool. Yeah, because you say you're not financial advice. And my motto is If it works for me, it'll probably work for you. But that's what grass cutting and snow plowing. I had so many people that worked for me over the years that could have done it themselves and made a decent living at it, but nobody did. Nobody wants to work, that's the problem. Because we were talking about that notification bell yesterday. That's not too accurate. But when you're as big as they are, YouTube, you could pretty much do what you want and don't have to worry about it. That's when you're the big boy. Terrible too. Left a little trail. Oh well. Get it later. I'd say it's funny. We got a call about 3 weeks ago. I was done snowplowing for the day. It was James, and so I got home, and it was probably like an hour and a half after I was home, sitting in the kitchen watching TV. And the phone rings, and I hear Sadie say, "Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute." So this guy on the phone, he asked for me. I said, "Yeah." He said, "I'll show you the house up here. I won't say the address." He said, "I live at blah, 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 and you didn't come over." And so I'm thinking, I'm like, I don't got that house. I'll show it to you when we drive by it. So he said, "You sure you don't do it?" I said, "No." He said, "Because I thought you were doing it, and you don't plow it wide enough either." I'm like, "It's pretty weird." And he said, he asked me my name. I said, "Yeah." And he said, he double checked the phone number. I'm like, "I'm telling you, dude, I don't do it." He's like, "Oh, okay." So it was pretty weird. Did everything right.
You don't plow this driveway?
No, never did. This house right here.
That one?
Right there. Hey Frank, if you're listening, thank you. Thank you for watching and staying on. I'm going to take off. I got almost 11:30. I'm going to check the weather. And I got another show I got to try to get first in line on too. So I got to get ready for that. So I'll see you at your channel on lunch. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Thank you. Yes, I will see you there. Thank you, Frank.